Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And if you know many Christians, you've probably heard this verse quoted before or seen it posted on social media. People use it when they're doing well in sports, doing well in school, or doing all kinds of other great things. We associate it with those times in life where things are going really well, and we want to make God a part of it. It's valuable that we want to point to God in these times, but that's only half the story. The person who originally wrote that verse was the Apostle Paul. And before this, in verse 12, he said, I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I've learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. The reality is, when Paul wrote this, he was imprisoned, soon to be executed for preaching the gospel. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me takes on a whole new tone with that in the background. Paul knew what it was like to have a lot and to have a little, and he knew that it was God who carried him through both. Last Wednesday, we heard about someone who experienced something similar. His name was Job. He went from having everything he could have ever wanted, riches, land, having a big family, to having nothing. He lost it all. But we can learn a lot from seeing how he responded after losing everything. So let's read from Job chapter 1, verses 20 through 22. At this, Job got up and tore his robe and shaved his head. Then he fell to the ground in worship and said, Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will depart. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised. In all this, Job did not sin by charging God with wrongdoing. Job wasn't in denial of any of the terrible things that happened to him. He was mourning, and rightfully so. But when we hear about him praising God in this, the worst moment of his life, we can't help but scratch our heads. How can he do that? It all comes down to trust. Job knew that he didn't actually earn any of these great things for himself, but they were all gifts from God. He recognized, if I can trust God when he gave me these gifts, I can still trust him after he's taken them away. He's God, and that means he's good no matter what. And thank goodness that we serve a God who's not just good in times of loss, but he knows what they're like firsthand. Jesus, God in the flesh, lost friends. He lost family members, and eventually he lost his own life so that we could be forgiven. So the next time you go through something really hard, the next time you experience loss, are you still going to praise? Are you still going to trust that God is always good, even when our circumstances are not?